Russian strikes targets in western Ukraine, hits factory of NASDAQ-listed company. Facility of Flex Ltd, founded in Silicon Valley, but now headquarters in Singapore, was struck. Hey Trump, I thought you were really good friends with your buddy Putin. He specifically struck a fucking U.S. owned fucking factory in Ukraine. Uh man, I thought he was like really respectful of your relationship. What's going on here? What happened? Oh, it's almost as if Putin was didn't ever give a fuck about your relationship, and he just wanted to fucking uh, try to manipulate you and give some form of like false hope, false sense of security, so then he can continue to fucking go ahead with the attempted occupation of Ukraine. And that again, I've said this constantly before. The Russians, and specifically Putin here, have never been fucking interested in peace. They never were fucking interested in peace because why would they? Why would they be interested in peace? They know that they can probably outlast you because again, you're an incredibly easily manipulatable fucking moron. But what do we have here? Russia launched one of its biggest aerial attacks this year in Ukraine, soon after the fucking peace accords, quote unquote, nonsense, firing 574 drones and 40 missiles overnight. The Ukrainian Air Force said Thursday the attack mostly targeted western regions of the country, the military branch said. The strikes killed at least one person in Lviv, injured 15 others, according to officials. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky responded with a flurry of social media posts calling the attack, telling right as the world awaits as a clear answer from Russia on negotiations to end the war. Zelensky said there were two ways progress on ending the war is feasible. Either in talks between Russia and Ukraine or in trilateral discussions with the U.S. I think the only way forward is it has to be fucking trilateral discussions. Because, again, why should the Russians respect anything from the fucking Ukrainians? Again, even just allowing for the talks to first proceed with just the Russians and Ukrainians is a capitulation to the Russians. For this to work, you need to bring more people to the fucking table, you know? The Europeans, the United States, the Turks, fuck it, yeah, bring the Turks and also bring in the fucking Chinese. The Chinese who have been supporting the Russians with a lot of advanced chips in order to be able to provide the necessary material in order to produce a lot of, well, not only drones, but also advanced equipment as well that's needed. Yeah, fuck it, yeah, bring in Eric Adams, sure, totally. Putin spoke about it on call with President Trump, he wrote. Now the signals from Russia are simply outrageous. They are trying to wriggle out of holding a meeting. They don't want to end this war. They continue their massive attacks on Ukraine and their ferocious assaults along the front lines, Zelensky said. They even lobbed missiles at an American enterprise. Yep. Again, it shows to me that Putin is basically taking those fucking negotiations, that fucking summit, chewing it up, spitting it out, and being like, yeah, what's up? Nice fucking meeting, you fucking loser. You weak-willed fucking little bitch. Well, you really thought that I was gonna fucking end the fucking attacks and the war because you decided to fucking talk nice with me and you wanted to try to suck my fucking dick? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch. Like, really? Like, do these fucking, like, stupid morons within Trump's camp not understand just how ridiculously fucking weak this makes Trump look? The Ukrainian leader said he hopes for support from allies. Western parts of Ukraine are far from the battlefield's front line. In the east and south of the country, much of the military aid provided by Ukraine's Western allies is believed to be transported and stored there. It was Russia's third largest aerial attack this year in terms of the number of drones fired, and the eighth largest in terms of missiles, according to official figures. Again, with these 2 points that were raised here, it shows to you just how much the Russians really cared about those supposed peace talks and those negotiations that Trump was doing. Fucking complete nonsense. Strikes occurred during a renewed effort by Western countries to reach a peace settlement in the 3-year war following Russia's invasion of its neighbor. Shows you the results of that, how much they actually care about that. Moscow has shown no signs of pursuing meaningful negotiations to end the war and urged the international community to respond with stronger pressure, including tougher sanctions and tariffs, he said. Ukraine targets Russian energy facilities. Russia wasted several cruise missiles against an American business, Zelensky said, noting it was a company producing domestic utilities such as coffee machines and that became and that too became a target for Russia. Very telling. Yep, just how much they do not care at all about the fucking peace talks, and how much the Russians in general have never given a fuck about having peace, because again, they have always wanted to conquer the entirety of the country. Quick reminder, again, the justification that the Russians had for the invasion to begin with. They see Ukraine as their little brother, as Ukrainian soil as being Russian fucking soil. And I'm not saying like little brother there as like a sort of like a jest or like a respectful fucking thing. No. They see them as a way to try to subjugate them, that they are people that they are meant to be subjugated. So again, shows you just how much respect the fucking Russians have for any of this stuff. They don't give a fuck about that. The point is the subjugation of the Ukrainians. That's the point. Mukachevo Mayor Andrei Baloa said the damaged enterprise belonged to Flex Ltd., which was a NASDAQ-listed company. The corporate headquarters of this company, a global technology supply chain and advanced manufacturing solutions partner, is in Austin, Texas, and its registered office is in Singapore, well, to dodge taxes. Flex, which grew from a family firm founded in Silicon Valley in 1969, employed thousands of the area's residents, Baloa said. Shows you how much they fucking respect the American enterprise. Very cool. Yeah, they were trying to destroy Hunter Biden's laptop. That's true. At the moment of impact, 600 night shift workers were on the premises, and 6 of them were injured. Andy Hunter, president of the American Chamber of Commerce in Ukraine, told the Associated Press. Russia's defense ministry said the strikes targeted enterprises of the Ukrainian military-industrial complex. Yeah, they hit a fucking facility that was making coffee machines. Totally. It claimed that the attack hit drone factories, storage depots, and missile launch sites. Yeah, all in the western parts of the country that are very far away from the front line. Totally. As well as areas where Ukrainian troops were gathered. Totally. Russia has denied targeting civilian areas of Ukraine. Sure. Yet they hit hospitals and schools all the time. Very, very Israeli-like of the Russians to do that. Makes you think, doesn't it? Ukraine, meanwhile, has kept up its attacks with domestically produced long-range drones on infrastructure inside Russia that supports Moscow's war effort. Among other targets, as oil refineries and Russian wholesale gasoline prices have reached record highs in recent days. Ukrainian drones struck Russia's Novoshatinsk oil refinery in an overnight attack that caused multiple explosions. The Ukrainian General Staff said on Thursday. Kiev also attacked a fuel base in Russia's Brezhnev region and a drone warehouse and logistics hub in Russian-occupied Donetsk, it said. Earlier, Zelensky said Ukraine will hold intensive meetings to gain clarity over what kind of support it can expect from allies. A coalition of more than 30 countries have in principle pledged to contribute to security guarantees, but talks came to a standstill when the U.S. remained ambivalent about its role. Yeah, it's almost as if the fucking Americans, they don't care. Specifically, Trump doesn't actually give a fuck because he's a stooge for the Russians. Well, crazy. Zelensky reiterated that Ukraine is ready to hold direct talks with Putin. The two leaders have not met in person since late 2019 at a gathering in which several world leaders attended. And what if the Russians are not ready? The Europeans raised the issue. If the Russians are not ready, then we would like to see a strong reaction from the United States, he said. Well, don't hedge your bets. Ukraine previously has expressed hope that the U.S. will punish Russia with more sanctions if it does not demonstrate a serious willingness to end the war. I doubt it, personally. Fucking, I don't know. Trump, depending on the way the wind blows on the day, will come up with like, well, you know, my little pooty poo would never do such a thing. I can't believe that my little pooty poo would definitely like not go ahead with any of this stuff. Oh no, I can't believe that my little pooty poo would do this. Speaking to the media Wednesday, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that working on security arrangements in Ukraine without Moscow's involvement would not work. Shocker. Well, I don't know, like, crazy. Hey, Trump, so much for that fucking peace summit that you were trying to do. The Russians immediately decided not to give a fuck about any of that stuff and strike a American manufacturing facility in Ukraine that makes fucking coffee machines, for fuck's sake, dude. Like, seriously, like, are you people for real? That's a rhetorical question. No, you're not. You are an incredibly weak-willed fucking dipshit and loser, and, whoa, still can't recognize that Putin doesn't respect you. He doesn't like you. He could give less of a fuck about you. He just wants to manipulate you because he knows that he can get favorable deals out of you because, again, you are a stooge for fucking dictatorial, authoritarian asshats because you want to be one. That's the fucking point of any of this. Whoa, the fucking stupid peace summit is already in fucking jeopardy because he decided to fucking attack a goddamn, like, American fucking factory within the western parts of fucking Ukraine that has no storage of fucking ammo because why would it be there? I hope, broadly speaking, it is understood that, again, whoa, as expected, this whole fucking peace negotiation stuff is going to go absolutely fucking nowhere because, again, the Russians are just not interested in having peace. They never have been. So, anywho, I don't think there's really much else to say besides Trump is a fucking weak-willed loser and fucking dipshit.